You've done a fine job thus far, Seeker, but you could stand to be slightly more amiable.
Were you not suggesting earlier I should be more intimidating?
Of course, darling. One must never be too charming or people lose respect. Too intimidating, however, and you'll never be invited to anything. Then you may as well be dead in a ditch.
If I am never invited to another Orlesian salon, I will consider that a success.
The game is played to the death, my dear. Like it or not, you are part of it.
This should be enough for the offering.
So give it to the Hold and make Finn's life shit, or give it to Finn. We help him. Not ask him, do it.
Kind though that may be, it bends the laws of their tradition. It's something to consider.
Lowlanders from the north.
Why do they dress like that?
Inquisitor.
Here, an offering for your father. From you.
Inquisitor, I can't.
Consider my gift to the Hold a gift to you. Though perhaps don't spread that around.
But the Huntmaster...
Said he'd accept an offering from the hand that gave it.
I don't know what to say.
Say what they want, and you can belong. But maybe when you figure that threatening you was shit, come look for a Jenny.
I'll let you rest.
Lady keep you.
I'm told our Huntmaster prepares an offering from Finn Coldenson. Nothing more's been said. I will only thank you for paying hospitality to an invalid. I must complete the preparations. A strange turn of events may not make Colden's journey any easier. The gods measure both outcome and the actions, or deceptions, behind it.
I should be off.
Lady keep you.
Goat-kissing, blood-drinking, Hakkonite chicken craps! Thank you, Inquisitor. Storvacker has returned. My hunters saw what you and she did to the Hakkonites who held her. In trapping Storvacker, the jaws of Hakkon broke their peace oath with Stonebear Hold. Our blades are yours.
I assume your bear is all right after... whatever they were going to do to her.
She is fine. As for what they were going to do, my hunters brought items back from where they held Storvacker. I know what they intended. It is not something you will like. Something few Avar would tell Lowlanders. But you must hear it. The jaws of Hakkon sought to bind their god in mortal form and bring war to the Lowlands.
A god's god?
Yes. Hakkon Winter's Breath, bringer of the cold winds of war.
How do you send a god to attack someone?
With much blood and many foolish rituals. Though you have given them pause, they will try again. Ages ago, the old jaws of Hakkon did the same. They brought their god to life to destroy the lowlands. Their foolishness lost Hakkon to all Avar. Now they would free him and begin again.
What did you mean when you said that their foolishness lost Hakkon to all Avar?
When they bound Hakkon to mortal form, he became blood of this world. He could hear no prayers, nor speak to the augurs. All he could do was kill. Then he vanished instead of dying, as though rendered mute, lost for ages. If they sought to free him from mortal form, I could understand. Making him attack the lowlands is a fool's work.
The Avar wouldn't like the idea of war with the lowlands.
Is that what your skalds say? It does us no harm to be feared. If our land is threatened, we will happily fight. And a raid here and there keeps both sides sharp. But we have no need of your lowlands. Not when our goats are fat and our fish are plenty. And not when the sky is torn with demons. Only a fool fights in a burning boat.
What would happen if the Jaws of Hakkon succeeded in their plan?
Hakkon would come to the lowlands in the form of a great beast. The Hakkonites would join him, their numbers swelled by foolish young warriors dreaming of honor names. Even if war were needed, it should not be like that. With gods wreaking havoc in blood-soaked fields, the gods should stay where they belong.
Based on what we know, what must we do to stop the Jaws of Hakkon?
Their hold is an old lowlander fortress. It is shielded by a great wall of ice. Magic even the Hakkonites do not know. Unravel its magic, and we will scatter their bones so the Lady never finds them.
We still need a way to melt the wall of ice around the Hakkonites' fortress. Do you have any ideas?
No. It is lowlander magic and nothing to do with us. Our spirit talkers are useless as battle goats. The Hakkonites must have found the magic in the old fortress. Speak to your people. Perhaps they will know more.
I will speak with you later.
Walk with the Lady's blessing.
I feel a little nervous having the woman who commanded our spies on the Sunburst throne. Like if anybody recites the chant wrong, she'll have them shivved. I'm probably overreacting. But yeah, if you want to go out and find some trouble, I'm up for it.
Frightening thought. A divine with enough spies to know how often you piss. It will be difficult to return to Tevinter after all this. I have a good friend here. You don't find those just lying about. Such is my lot. Just a little longer, then.
We will look back on this day and know that it marked the birth of a new Chantry. I have a plan, and I will not rest until it is made a reality. I may need your counsel in the coming days.
Do you really want to rely on my counsel? I've been known to give pretty horrible advice.
Well, if I can't rely on your advice, I would be glad for just your company.
Are you still my spy master? When will you need to leave?
The Grand Clerics would love to bury me in ceremony while they prepare for my coronation. But there is so much unfinished here. A new spy master to appoint. And perhaps I'm not quite ready yet. When the time is right, I shall go to the Grand Cathedral for good. They can't know what they're in for.
I wish you all the best, Leliana.
Liliana is already turning the Chantry on its ear, and she hasn't yet been crowned divine. It's quite interesting to watch. I offered to remain as right hand, but she has other ideas. I wish her well, regardless. The Chantry needed someone like her.
Hey.
Hi.
Good talk, yeah? Nice and relaxed. I mean, we're in with Leliana, so we have no problems. It's the ones who piss her off who need to squirm. I'm staying, though. You find fun often enough. I'm not sure where else I'd be.
I suppose you support the Chantry as a business decision, Varric?
No, it's more of a personal decision.
Really? You can't possibly be one of the faithful.
I don't like seeing them explode and destroy cities. Faith's not really a big factor there.
That must be the island Professor Kenrick mentioned.
We'll need to find a way out there.
What is this? Are the Fishers of Stonebearhold too rude to share a meal with friends?
We're no friends of the Jaws of Hakkon. Word has travelled of what your hold did to Storvacker.
Mind your tongue, Bogwalker. Stonebearhold may not always shelter you, and you will need shelter when the cold winds come.
Yet I feel only hot air.
When the jaws of Hakkon rule, you will wish you had been generous. If your weak lady's not already picked your foolish bones clean. The Inquisitor! Let her blood bathe the blades of the jaws of Hakkon. Death to the Lord! Glory to Hakkon! Runa should be here. Where did she get to?
Are you looking for someone?
My cousin Runa. She's off north climbing the hills instead of helping with the catch again.
Farewell.
Good day to you.
You are the lowlander they call Inquisitor. I am Arvid Rolfson. Well fought. The fish will feed on fool's heart wine this night. Thane's son here has sent word that you and yours have guest welcome in the land.
How long have you lived in the basin?
Stone Bear Hold's been here a few generations. I was born further north, but we left before I could remember. It was a good life, until the jaws of Hakkon arrived. They brought trouble with them. People are expecting a raid,
You don't agree?
but they seem bigger fools than that, for all their boasting. I cannot say what they plan, but it bodes ill.
I find myself in need of a boat. I need to reach that island.
The Lady's Rest.
What?
That island belongs to the Lady of the Skies. The spirits warn us to leave it be.
Don't suppose that's just a legend?
I don't wish to disturb your lady, but it's important.
Thane's son here has given you guest welcome. And I have given you warning. The boat is yours. I hope you come back alive.
We're not going to leave that rift here, right?
Talana slept. I slept. To find him in dreaming. But the blood, she's gone. Talana wanted to reach Ameridan again, one more time, but she couldn't. I couldn't. I died. I tried to stay, but only pieces came through. You opened the sky for the rest of me.
This is going to be the Fade all over again. Do you know where Ameridan is?
Ameridan? Yes. Inquisitor. Beloved. She came with Ameridan to hunt the dragon.
The dragon?
Huge. Power like none had seen. It came from the mountains with the Avar. Towns fell, all dead. last favor for Emperor Draken. Slay the Avor Dragon. Save Orlais.
Inquisitor Ameridan died saving Orlais from a dragon. How could history just forget that?
Not forgotten. Forbidden. Darkspawn in the north. All of Orlais afraid. No one could know. Orlais must stand unstained, no fear to falter. Please, my friend, for both our peoples. They fought at the shore. Spirits and magic. Cold. So cold. How I found her. How she found us. They rested here, then up the river. Metal spires. A way to stop the dragon. Then Talana returned here, alone, to wait for him. Forever waiting. Dreaming, then dead.
We'll find Ameridan. You don't have to wait here anymore.
Thank you. It was hard. She went a long time ago. I stayed because she asked. Her things are there. She wanted them found.
You all right?
This is the place the Augur said that mage Sigrid tried and failed to release her spirit. It looks like the tools for her ritual are still here. Grass is trampled down here. A fight?
No, I see tracks. An animal slept here for the night.
Probably not important then. Scorch marks, left by some kind of interrupted spell. Perhaps the ritual was never completed. Good question.
You returned.
The Augur told me why you're here.
That Chatterjay! What business is it of his to tell that to a lowlander?
About the ritual you were performing, Sigrid.
I had to burn a proper offering, then let my guiding spirit free. I made the offering, the gods did not accept.
I found a bird and incense by the altar. They weren't burnt at all.
I brought more than I needed. When I fled, I left everything.
You would have needed to take the lyrium at the start of the ritual, not the end.
Aye. And so?
The vial I found was full.
Do you accuse me, stranger?
I'd just like to help another mage, if you need it.
Will you understand? I hear Lowlander mages see the gods differently. I made no offering. I prepared. I began the spell to release the spirit here with me.
And?
I could not do it. I have no close companions in the hold, no kin. I cannot lose my only friend.
You're friends with this spirit.
It has taught me with patience and kindness since I was a child. Frightened of the fire I could suddenly call down. The gods change, the gods can die, and yet I do not want to lose the one who loves me.
So how does your teacher feel about this? Does he want to stay?
He would, if I asked. The gods that teach the spirit touched are kind. I think the Augur knew. All this time he knew I never cast the ritual. It is not right to stay in pity. I will confess to him.
The Inquisition could use a mage with a unique perspective. You and your spirit certainly qualify.
You want me to pledge my staff to your Inquisition? Even bound to a spirit?
Your people consider it a gift. I'm sure you can handle yourself.
The abomination thing didn't work out so well for Kirkwall.
If she cannot, Inquisitor, the consequences are yours to bear.
It must be punishment from the gods to serve a lowlander for my oath-breaking. It fits my shame. I'll find your camps and join you.